UN Monitoring Report. This editorial addresses the UN's findings on the TTP threat. The latest report of the UN Security Council's Sanctions Monitoring Team paints a grim picture of the banned TTP's growing operational capacity. UN Security Council's Sanctions Monitoring Team refers to a UN body tracking sanctions and security threats. Grim picture means a very negative or worrying situation. TTP stands for Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan, a militant group. Operational capacity means ability to conduct attacks. It says that the status and strength of TTP in Afghanistan had not changed, but its attacks on Pakistan have significantly increased, with over 600 attacks during the reporting period to July-December, including from Afghan territory. Significantly increased means risen to a large extent. Reporting period refers to the time frame covered by the UN report. Afghan territory means land within Afghanistan's borders. This underscores Pakistan's long-standing concern at Afghan soil being used for cross-border violence. Underscores means highlights. Cross-border violence refers to militant attacks across national borders. Despite the Afghan Taliban's reassurance that their territory would not be used for terrorism against any country, the report confirms that they continued to provide TTP with logistical and operational space and financial support, including funds for the TTP leadership and the creation of new training centers in Kunar Nangarhar, Khost, and Paktika provinces. Afghan Taliban's reassurance means their promise to prevent terrorism from their land. Logistical and operational space refers to resources and freedom to operate. Financial support means funding for activities. Training centers are places where militants are trained. Such support undermines Pakistan's security and further strains its ties with Kabul. Undermines means weakens. Strains its ties means damages diplomatic relations. Pakistan's ambassador to the UN, Munir Akram, had also warned the UNSC that the TTP was now an umbrella organization for various militant actors, increasing the risk of regional instability. UNSC stands for the United Nations Security Council. Umbrella organization means a group that oversees multiple smaller groups. Increasing the risk of regional instability means raising the chances of widespread conflict. The report corroborates this, noting that the TTP's coordination with Al-Qaeda and other extremist outfits might transform TTP into an extra-regional threat. Corroborates means confirms. Al-Qaeda is a global militant group. Extra-regional threat means a danger beyond just Pakistan and Afghanistan. Islamabad has historically pursued a dual-track approach to dealing with the TTP menace: diplomatic engagement with Kabul alongside military action against the terrorists. Dual-track approach means using two strategies at the same time. Diplomatic engagement refers to negotiations and talks. Military action means using armed force. However, with the Taliban's continued reluctance to take concrete action against the TTP, Pakistan has also resorted to cross-border strikes against militant hideouts in Afghanistan. Reluctance means hesitation or unwillingness. Concrete action means clear, effective steps. Resorted to means relied on as a last option. While such operations may provide short-term relief, unilateral military actions are not a sustainable solution. Short-term relief means temporary benefits. Unilateral military actions means attacks carried out by one country alone. Sustainable solution means a long-lasting fix. They risk worsening relations with Afghanistan and complicating broader stability. Risk worsening relations means might damage diplomatic ties. Complicating broader stability means making the overall situation harder to manage. Pakistan must intensify its diplomatic engagement with Kabul, stressing that its tolerance of the TTP is a serious breach of regional peace and bilateral trust. Intensify its diplomatic engagement means increase diplomatic efforts. Tolerance means allowing something to continue. Serious breach of regional peace means a major violation of security. Bilateral trust means mutual confidence between two countries. The Afghan Taliban leadership, in turn, must recognize that harboring groups like the TTP will only increase global scrutiny and isolate them further. Harboring means sheltering or protecting. Increase global scrutiny means attract more international attention. Isolate them further means make them more diplomatically alone. Unfortunately, instead of accepting the realities detailed in the report, The Afghan Taliban have rejected the findings, dismissing them as propaganda. Accepting the realities means acknowledging the facts. Rejected the findings means denied the report's conclusions. Propaganda refers to misleading or biased information. This can only be perceived as a sheer unwillingness to act, an approach that has implications not only for the Pak-Afghan relationship, but also regional security. Perceived as means seen as. Sheer unwillingness means complete refusal. Implications means consequences. Pak-Afghan relationship refers to diplomatic ties between Pakistan and Afghanistan. Regional security means stability in the surrounding areas. The international community must continue to ramp up the pressure. International community means global organizations and nations. Ramp up the pressure means increased demands for action. Published in Dawn, February 17, 2025.